Hello. Hi, everyone who is here. We are here. Acceptance versus expectations. Who is here with me? We are gathering, coming along. Opa. Who is here already? Well done, well done, well done. You made it all happen. Well, good morning, good evening. I hope we are well. We're having a little bit more preparation here. Let's see who is here with us from the world of Insta and the world of Facebook. Say hello if you can. Yes, so good to see you all. And let us see, I can see that few people coming from both platforms. That's why you can see my eyes going on both cameras. And then it's funny when then it goes on YouTube, but this is it. It is what it is. So good evening. I am Sharon Tal, the Soul Alchemist. I hope that you are all well and that you are all connecting with us and feeling the connection and the amazingness of this crazy gateway. Anyone on Facebook would like to say hi here? There are a few people that are already watching. Hi Bree. Hi Earth Angel. Hello Adorno. Candeleco. Hello. And hey Angela. Yasu. And hi Lynn. Good evening everyone. We have a very Yasu. We have a big soul talk today. We're doing lots and lots of talking. How much I have prepared for you all. So much stuff, so much information that I have to share with you. I hope that you are double-sided. Virgo in action. Hi Judy, and everyone. Hello, Thrive Wellbeing. What a beautiful name. Do you have the Thrive cards? That's what we need to see. So basically, what we are looking, doing, feeling, seeing in this, how did you all feel with the 555, with this amazing, huge energy pathway? Some of you might ask, why is it 555 when it's only the 5th of May? But when you'll connect the numbers of 2021, it is 5. 2 plus 2 plus 1, it is 5. It's exactly like it was with 2012. Just 9 years later, numbers are swapping. And what does it mean? It means that there is a huge energetic, hey Marianne, there is a huge energetic pathway that allows us to shift, to transform, to change, to let go, to bring in new energy. And this is what we want. We want to bring the new energy. We want to let go of the things that does not serve us anymore. Basta, see ya, goodbye, ciao. In order to bring all this beautiful new energy to come and to support us in that new energy. Does that make sense? Once that you are connecting to this new energy, I'm still able to wave you all. Once that you are connecting to this beautiful new energy, what happens? You can actually start something new. You can actually shift and move the energy to enable you and allow you to create the things that you really want to do. So what stops us? Should I grab my cat? I'll be having a ginger shirt. Not black, ginger. Oh, she's gone. I can catch her though. What is it going to give us? What is it going to allow us to do to be free, to set ourselves free? So then I have a question for you. Can you please write to me some of the things that you want to let go of? Okay? Write to me what is it that you would like to let go of. This week I had a client that came and I just simply said to her, just all your anger, all your frustration, all your sadness, let them, send them through in a way that will release you. Just write it as even as a, I don't want to say hate, but like a hate letter. And then literally after the meditation on Monday night, I stood there in my, I have a little burning pit, and that's where we burn all the, hello to the new people, and that's where we burn all the other energy, all the letters and papers that are sending. And especially after this huge meditation that we had, and that is the thing. So someone wrote here self-doubt. Okay, what else? More self-doubt. Okay, self-doubt twice. What else is there? Hey Angela, what else would you like to let go of? I'd like to go of 20-30 kilos. Who's with me? But what does those 20-30 kilos relate to? They relate to adrenals. They relate to stress. They relate, hi gal, they relate to stress. They relate to adrenals. They relate to trauma. They relate to all those things that do not serve us. Do you know, Ange, how much your ex is worth? At least 5 to 7 kilos. Imagine if it was a kilo per year. How about that, right? So then, write to me some more. I would like to know some more. Oh, here we go. Addiction, feeling trapped, uncertainty, stuck, grief, loneliness, and some dittos. Yes. What else? Once that you are allowing yourself to let go of all those things, and I'm still brewing you, I'm still connecting it, please bring more and more and more, because the more that we are collating, the more that we are releasing. I'm going to collect it all, and we're going to let it go. So are you ready to let go? Are you ready to let go? So feeling trapped, addiction, uncertainty, stuck. I had self-value, self-doubt, the ex. Who wants to release some exes? How many exes would you like to release? Who is there? Who wants to let go of an ex? Yes, yes, and yes. Hello, Francis. Very good. Anyone else wants to let go of some excess and some stresses? For sure, right? All right, keep it coming. So what I've asked a question before, and I'm just gonna add another thing. Yeah, lack of self-worth. I want to add another thing. Have you ever had any of your expectations unmet? Did you expect something and it just didn't come? Hey, Jazz. Past family issues, stress, repeating cycle. Absolutely, stress. Yep. Fear, lack of self-confidence. Absolutely, and ready. Bring it on. We're going to bring it on. You know that. We are a very powerful little group here, and we are shifting and changing and letting go of all those things. So, are we continuing? Did you have any expectations that were not met? Tell me about that. Tell me about that. Who had it? What kind of expectation? Give me an example. Who wants to give me an example? The energy is shifting because I can feel the heat coming through. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Bum bum. Can you feel it? Yep, it is moving. Good. And now we're shifting even more. So let's keep going. Okay, let me tell you, let me share with you for a second. So you lowered your expectations, yes. Lowering the expectation, it depends if you're lowering the expectation from external or if you're lowering it from internal, right? So who is it of? If you're losing an expectation from someone else, you've done the right thing, because you know what? It's rare that people really meet our expectations and then they blame us, right? Yet, if you will allow yourself to connect to your own expectations of yourself, how often do you really disappoint yourself? Tell me. External, exactly. Because internally, how many of you have actually managed to achieve what they wanted for their own thing? And then it is like, people want to go live with me, but I don't think that they really want it. Do you really want to share the screen and to be live? No. No. It's too much mess. You try to sing, can you feel it? Yes, that song is very, very, very strong. So let us see. So one of my sessions, I had a client, and the client, and I won't use a gender because it really doesn't matter, because I actually had two of them, male and female. And basically what had happened is that they are in a relationship. Hi, Karen. They are in a relationship with someone who has children from the past marriage and had a parent to connect to and to take care of it. And they keep saying, well, you will never be instead of my parents, and there will never be, you will never be before my children. And I'm saying, hang on. Here is something for you that is very, very important, right? How many rooms does the heart have? Did you know that the room has actually 4 hearts, right? And I'm saying, if physically the heart has 4 rooms, why can't we actually have one room for the children? And I know that there are some people that are watching us now that are separated. They do have children, but they're saying, how can I put someone before my kids? What if you don't have to put someone before your kids and you don't really want before of the someone else's kids? There are 4 rooms to the heart. And those 4 rooms can contain 1 room the children, 1 the parents, 1 the friends, and 1 the new partner. If you really want to love, if you really want to share, if you really want to strengthen, accept it. All right? You want to accept someone who will love you for who you are, with the way that you are. You don't want to be second or third. Because a lot of people say in advance, listen, you're not going to be before my kids. You're not going to be before. I have to take care of this and I have to do this. So you're thinking to yourself, what? Where am I going to be for this person? Where am I going to be loved, nurtured, cared for? You won't be able to do it, right? You will never have a chance. And guess what? I don't want to compete with your children. I don't want to compete with your ex or with the parents. I don't want that kind of love. I want the passion. I want the joy. I want the fire. Keep all the other juges to your children for yourself. Does that make sense to you? Does that make sense to you? Give me some. Hi, Iris. Too many distractions to put yourself first. No more. So first, I'm working with you on those things that you want to change, right? Then I want to prepare what is it that you would like. How would you like to be treated to? How would you like to be cared for? Right? And I want you to be cared for as number 1, numero uno, the toppest diamond or amethyst or citrine in the clan. You have to be the top of the pop. Actually, for me, the queen. If you're not the queen, I want top service here, right? I'm not going to go 3rd, 4th, whatever level. Ain't gonna happen. You know what? Because if I don't treat myself as the queen, who's gonna treat me like the queen? Why should I expect anyone else? So all of you that said self-doubt, self-worth, no time for myself, you know what? Make the time for yourself. You are important enough. You are it. I can tell you, last night after finishing full day at the clinic, I was there from 9:15 till 7:15, right? I went and did my nails. Why not? It's me. It's my time. It's my joy. It's for me. It's the one thing I can go to do and to be. Hola, tu buon bull there, right? That is for me. Why not? So then, and I know it sounds shallow doing your nails, but do what you need to do. Ciao, Bella. What is the thing that is important for you? Right? You need to decide what's important for you, what will make you feel the royalty that you are. But remember, there is a big difference between being a princess and being a queen. How much more work does the queen have to do? If I will show you here my bench, the amount of things that I have to do, it's huge. It's huge. But I have to care for this kingdom, for this empire called Sharon, called the Soul Alchemist, called you guys. Hi, Cassie, and thank you. Called you guys. If you're my clients, I have to be in top shape for you. Otherwise, if I can't love myself, if I can't support myself, how can I support you? Does that make sense? So any interaction that you, any interaction that you have with the outer world has to be when your inner world has already supported you. You have to support yourself. So we spoke about the heart. You're not going to be compromising. That's an expectation that is not going to be compromised. Remember in the other soul talks that we had, you're not going to get any crumbs. You're getting the full baguette, the full bakery, the full bread. We have an amazing baker here with us that is watching. She can teach you how to make those beautiful pasta and gnocchi. And we have another conditor here as well. So we are all queens. And if we had any kings, we could have kinged them. Unless David is here and that is another king. So when we are looking at those things, what really stops you from shifting and moving? It is the fear of the unknown. It is the fear that you're not going to make it. It's the fear of what are you going to let go of. But seriously, you're just holding on to crap that holds you by the thread because you're not happy. If you were happy, you wouldn't complain. But if you are unhappy, just find what is it that we can change, that we can shift, right? So, how many of you have blamed yourself already? How many blame yourself? I'm not good enough. I've read already the thread. It's like, oh my God, gives me a headache, right? So what do we need to do? We actually need to accept and forgive. I don't know if you can see it. Forgive. Forgive thyself. Forgive thyself. Being let down again. But Cassie, if you are going to be afraid of being let down, then you will not try. So this is the true courage. Do you have the courage to move on? Do you have the courage to say, fuck it. It's not working. It didn't work. I'm not going to stay another 5-10 years in a thought, whether it's month even weeks, even days. I know someone that is watching us. She was dreading to leave the workplace. What will happen? She said, enough is enough. Basta. And she quit. Now, I'm not telling you, all of you, just to quit. No. But if you're truly unhappy and you have tried to shift and to change and it's not working and you try to adjust to the workplace, then what do? If they're not going to change, you have tried to change, you're still unhappy, shalom. Hasta la vista. Ma salama. See you later. And this is where you need to respect yourself. And congratulations for you. You know who I'm talking at, that respected herself and said, I really tried everything. And she knows, because I forced her to stay there a little bit longer. And I said, come on, try. That's it. She's exhausted everything. Go. Spread your wings. It's going to be so much better. However, someone just met a guy for 19 weeks and he's already telling her what to do. Seriously? Shalom. Oh, 1 week that is, not 19 weeks. 1 week already telling her, no. What, do you want to be bossed? I don't want to be bossed around. I'm the boss for me. I'm not bossing anyone else. Right? So how are you allowing yourself to be in your full capacity? So firstly, we need to forgive ourselves. We need to forgive ourselves for all those mistakes. Are they really mistakes, or are they just an opportunity to change? And you know, it's so frustrating when people say, oh, come on, it will be. It won't. It really won't. You know deep inside if it's going to work for you or not. If it's not going to work, then it's not going to work. How are you connected to your intuition? From what you said there, Cassie, you know, it is like when you have that fear of being let down again, fear is what holding us. Hi, Donna. All those fears, all those things, all this energy is really stopping you. So remember how we always talk, what's the difference between love and fear? It's not actually hate, it's fear. And like this, you're getting the courage to move on. So do you want to move on? Absolutely. Do you want to shift your own negative energy? But are you willing to look in the mirror and to say to yourself, hey, I effed up. I'm sorry. To yourself, not to anyone else. The only person that you owe an apology to begin with, at least, unless you've harmed someone, of course, is you. Right? If you are not forgiving yourself, if you're not accepting yourself, what will happen? You will stay in resentment. Now, the whole week that I had, it was about that inner child over and over and over again. So it's about that inner child of yours that might still be upsetting you, stressing you, and not allowing you to move forward. So where are you deserving? What age are you stuck at? Can you just give me numbers? Tell me, how old are you and where are you stuck in your sadness or lack of courage or fear of getting hurt again? What age will it be? Give me numbers here. Because this is the age when you have started with the questions, am I enough? This is the age, 8. Give me numbers, 22. Not before that, Lynn? 7, 28, 7. Go early, early, early. The first time, Adele, I have the book for you. The first time, 6. You're 16, but you don't know why. Well, 1 plus 6 is 7 as well. I want 18, 17. Losing mom. And now we're back to 22. Amazing. What I would like you to do is to actually take your current self now. So I'm 50, and I'm going to go to my 7-year-old, actually. My 7-year-old wants me, attention. So 50, current, going to my 7-year-old. Now, what I would like you to do is just to look at that age that you have mentioned, okay? Go to that age, and I want you to hold. I want you to hold that 28, 22, 7, 17, 16, da-da-da-da-dum. And what would you like to tell them? Would you like to tell them, don't worry, it's going to get better. Come with me. What is it that you need from me? Is that part of you simply need a hug from you? Can you please give yourself a hug there? Can you give that younger version of yourself, whatever age, a hug? Give her a hug, even like a imaginary hug, and you hold her. Bexta, what age are you? Give me an age there. And even I'm putting my hand on each and every one's back heart. Just like patting your back. Feel that. Wake up slap is good as well, Adar. Mila kafa. I see you. You'll be right. Adar will say run. You can't run. You just have to join. Continue, continue, continue. That feels already better. That feels so much better for all of you. So I just want to connect this energy, throwing it straight to the fire, adding a little bit of sage and Santo Palo. Let's shift it, let's move it, let's clear it. For all of it, for all of us. Stuck it. Okay, good. Can you feel my hand in the back of your heart, hopefully? So now what? Perfect. I see you all. So you can ask yourself, am I enough? Yeah, don't be scared. Okay? So now we need to find that inner balance between that past, and that is exactly what this transformational energetic gateway that we just did, 555 that we had yesterday, it's still on, because guess what? America is still in that 24 hours. So we're still all right. Okay? Continue. Now we're finding that balance. We're finding that strength to allow ourselves to connect. Let's connect that yin and yang. Let's connect that masculine and feminine. Let's not have the fear that men can hurt us, or female are bitches, or whatever the belief system is. Even if they are, those were specific people. It doesn't make everyone bad. Do you agree with me? One bad apple is not going to contaminate everything, because we're not going to let it do that. So how many of you actually took that blame on themselves? Because this week I had someone, she was actually date raped. She was date raped. She blamed herself for all these years. Seriously? My heart crushed hearing that. We are changing that. It is not your fault. You could not leave the room. You were clearly drugged, frozen in a trauma that you couldn't move. It is not on you. Okay? I need you to get up and change this mindset that it is all your fault. It is not all your fault. There are some assholes out there. Okay? And it's not on you. And this is where we need to shift, move, change, and empower ourselves to know what is right. So you see, I keep hitting here on the third eye, because this is the eye of the real vision. And my guides today told me to show you the I am awakening. I am awakening. This will open your third eye to see the things for what they are and how they are. Francis writing here, don't be scared. You broke your leg in a fall off a horse and told no one. Really? And then what? You were limping, you broke it. Same with a rape. You were raped. Another person was attacked by a drunk, jealous boyfriend. If I wouldn't kick her butt to go to the police, get up, wake up. You have rights. No one should treat you like crap. No one. Does that make sense? Please. Because if it would have happened to your best friend, or if it would have happened to a child, or if it would have, what would you say? You'll say, quickly, get up, go. What are you even thinking? Do you know how many marriages, actually abusive marriages or abusive relationships, stops not because that they were abused, it's because that they've harmed the children. So I had a lady who came and she said she was used to be abused mentally by the parents and emotionally abused by the parents. And she didn't even see it anymore. It wasn't on her radar anymore. However, when the grandpa was rude to her child, that's where the lioness in her roared. That's where the lioness said, enough. You are not going to harm my child like you've harmed me all these years. Now, I'm saying, sure, get up, stand, protect. However, what I'm really saying is, why does it even have to get to that stage? I want each and every one of you, and those who will watch it in a later stage, to actually check your life on a physical, emotional, mental, spiritual, family, social, and work, and tell yourself, assess it. Are you happy where you are? Are you happy? Are you happy to be who you are and what you are? And if you're not, accept it. Because, I would have had expectations to already be retired, or to already be this and to already be that. All of you who ever got married and divorced, well, I did this for life. I didn't know that the other side will be so psycho, or that the other side will reveal that they are absolute narcissists. But guess what they did? So now, are you going to stay a prisoner in a relationship that you're unhappy with because that you didn't realize, or because that you're scared to go out, or because that you don't know what to do? Or are you going to say, hang on, let's assess, let's see what's happening, and boom, change. Change it as you go. Always stay agile. Never stay stagnant. And once that you are connected, and I'm not telling those who are happy in their relationship, I love love. I am the most romantic and fool ever. Okay? But wake up. Correct. Wake up. If you're unhappy, try to sort it out. Try to speak. Try to communicate. If it's not working, you gave it all your shot, make it amicable. Make it amicable and say it doesn't work for me. It's exactly like with a job. What's the difference between relationship and a work? You go every day. You actually see people at work that will represent your family. If you can't see it, you need to wake up. But you're still unhappy. If you can't see it and you're happy, sababa. But if you are not happy, then there's something that you need to look at it. So remember, when you go to work, each and every one will represent people, probably from your family. There'll be authority. There'll be friends. So if you'll be able to start to assess who's representing what for you in your life, you'll be able to see the mirrors. If someone annoying you in a very, I have it actually here. In one of the episodes, hey Suze, in one of the episodes in this book, it's about who are we, and as well, it's like the dream and the journey. This is expectation and acceptance. So when you are looking and connecting at your workplace, and you're assessing who do they represent for you, then you'll be able to see it. Now, why do they annoy you? What have they done? They just come to work. They're not annoying. And someone there, if she's still with us, she will say, just because that they are breathing. So who annoyed you just because that they are breathing? Back way, way back, whatever the expression is. Do you know what I mean? Now, how many of you actually have guilt in receiving pleasure? How many of you will say, no, 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 I'm not going to do it first because I want to give it to my children and I want to give it to this and I want to give it to this, and you'll be last. Come back. You're not even there. Come. You need to be at the forefront, because guess what? What did William Shakespeare say? The world is a stage. We are the actors. Everybody is an actor. Everybody has a part in your life. You don't just meet them randomly. There's no random. In Hebrew, it's bemikre, by chance. There is no chance. Mikre is a karma. If you swap, Hebrew is one of the most brilliant languages that you can play with all the letters, and you literally get the other word. It's like a code that you need to crack. I love cracking codes because that's where the joy is extra. So, do you have guilt of actually enjoying life and being in life? You need to release it. Because who are you working for? I had a client that was supposed to come for an appointment next week. She said, yeah, but I'm taking my child to the doctor, and then I'm not sure if I'll take them, and then they'll probably stay at home, but then I'll feel guilty to leave them. I'm like, okay. Another one changed her appointment time, and then she said, yes, but that's the day that I spend with my child, and I feel that when I go to work in the other days, I don't spend enough time. I said, but if you are not really balanced, you won't be able to really spend time and give them what they need. Don't you want to be like in full steam? It's okay. We booked it to a different day. It's not a problem. But it's that concept of, oh my God, I need to give everything to my child. Give, but not without you. I always give the example of the car, you know. You can have a car, the best car, not the best car, but you have to take them here and here and here and here and here and here. What happened when you don't have petrol? What happened with car service? If you don't service your car, if you don't fill up petrol, you can have the fanciest car, but you will not be able to go anywhere else or give anything to anyone else. Does that make sense? So I'm not talking full indulgence. I'm talking do something that will make you feel happy with what you do, who you are, and what you are. Does that make sense? Could you write me an example of what can you do for self-care? Come on, self-care. I drove today to the beach and I sat by the pier and I just observed and I did a quick meditation. That was me. What did you do? Write to me something that you do for your own self-care. Hot springs, yum. Sleep. Yes, what's that? Sleep. Okay, yep. Give me some here. Write to me, what do you do for your own self-care? See me. Go for a walk by the beach. Meditation, amazing. And by the way, I've put in the group the meditation for the 555 that I've recorded. And it's on my YouTube channel. So you can go and become subscribers, and then every week you'll get some meditation and as such. Reiki for my rescue animals. That's lovely. What about for you? Are you giving Reiki for you? Go for coffee. Absolutely, 100%. All of those things. Beautiful. Good. So you do know. Balanced your earrings. Go to the gym. Perfect. That sounds good. I've done my lashes today. Did my nails yesterday. You know, it's fun. Why not? And then chill up. You light my candles. Beautiful. And had a bath with wine. This house doesn't have a bath. I am so needing of a bath. That's why I only choose hotels with baths. But then, are they really clean? Don't worry. First world problems, right? So, we've done this. Who are the players? So it's really, I literally just, who of you actually want to shed some weight and just feel that they can't do that, that it's too hard for them? I want to share with you, thank you. I want to share with you just a simple principle. Whether you want to shed 1 kilo, 2 kilos, 10 kilos, 20 kilos, whatever kilos, right? First of all, when you come to see me, I can just tell you exactly your hypothalamus, which is where your compass of your body and what is your ideal weight. So if you're coming to see me, just remind me that, please, and I will do it for you. So, yes, okay? Remind me. So, did you know that you started yoga, thank you, beautiful. Did you know that the healthy amount of weight shed per week is between 250 grams to 850 grams? Okay, people going into famine, they're going into stress diet, they're going into everything. As some of you know here, usually with what I say, you can live on water, celery, and air, and you will still won't shed the weight. The way that you will shed the weight is by reducing the cortisol levels in your body. Cortisol, adrenaline, and noradrenaline, and ghrelin as well. So what needs to be checked? What needs to be checked is the level of your stress in the body. Because when we have stress in the adrenals, it will actually block your thyroid. Your thyroid can go hyper, which is very quick, or hypo, which is very slow. I actually saw this week a client whom I haven't seen for 15 years. I saw her yesterday. And unfortunately, she is a very high level corporate female, which I'm talking high levels. And she works hard, plays hard, and she had a huge burnout of her adrenals. Okay? And what I actually had to do, she had 1% vitality. She was in her body, but 1% vitality. I was like, OMG, where have you been? And that's it, she's back. She's really back. And already by the end of the session, it shifted. So it's not just about the weight. It's about the energy. It's about shifting the state of mind. Because if you are stressed, you won't be able to shed the weight because your body is thinking, hang on, I have higher priority things going on here. I'm not going to focus now on burning calories or not utilizing the food storage. No. We need to activate the metabolism in a way that will be supportive for your body. So the main important thing, please remember this sentence, the war is over and I am safe. Say it if you can. The war is over and I am safe. Because why will your body change anything if it's under stress? It won't do it. It won't allow you to do it. So what you really need to do is to allow yourself to connect to the level of relaxation. Imagine that you're on the beach somewhere. I like the beach. Imagine that you are in the mountains, in the forest. That's always my meditation. You can be wherever you want in nature. And that is when you're then shifting the energy. Okay? I can tell you, today I've shed a lot of tears. Tomorrow is my mom's, Friday, Saturday, it will be my mom's passing of 5 years. I miss her. I can't do anything to return her beside of connect to her spirit. It is what it is. Can't even go to her grave. She's in Israel. So that stops everything else, right? So let's go back to the weight. You remember you have to drink water. How much water do you need to drink? 30 ml per kilo. Don't give me 2 liters, 3 liters, 5 liters. 30 ml per kilo. You weigh 50, you need 1.5. You weigh 70, you need 2.1. However, you drink coffee, you drink wine, you drink black tea, you need the same. You know how in Europe they drink black or they drink the cafe and they have a glass of water with it. Does that make sense? Thanks, Renee. So as soon as we are connecting to what the body actually need, as soon as we need what the body need, the body will listen to you. As soon as you give your inner child what it needs, whether it's a hug or attention or such, it will give you back. Because if you are in a relationship and that someone, let's say, had a trauma, and then they're turning on you and they're flipping on you and they're giving you all their trauma because they are reacting, and as someone told me earlier today, they are reflecting on me, their old relationship, that is not you. It's not your fault. You're no one punching bag. If someone is jealous because of their insecurity, you are not their punching bag. So if it is a punching bag, protect yourself. There is no excuse for anything. You have to be happy, you have to be strong. So those are the players in your life. Why will you pick such a player? You picked it for a reason. So how are you going to play the game right, or just change the player, change the pattern, change the program? And that's what we need to look at it. So first of all, you need to accept that something is not right. Once that you accept it, once that you accept that you potentially, well, not potentially, you're not happy, you're literally unhappy, but potentially, if it has to do something with you, then you're going to look at it and say, all right, I effed up. I was scared. I stayed with it. You know how many times I hear, oh, divorce is just too expensive. I can't move because of the kids. I'll have to wait for the kids to grow up. Really? How long will you grow up? What are they? 3, and you're waiting for them to finish high school? You'll die before them. Because you'll die energetically, emotionally. You actually have to be super brave to say, hello, I'm unhappy. You have to be brave to admit it. Does that make sense? Do you agree with that? I feel like the preacher. Let the queen drink some water. I'm actually very happy that I found this glass, because I tried to order it a few months ago online and it wasn't available. And then I was in Chadstone. I got myself a pendant for my mum, Mother's Day. So I put my mum with her wings on me. And I just had a feeling to go to this shop, William and Sonoma. And I was like, hang on. And my gut literally pushed me to go there. So I'm going there. And then I'm like, do you happen to have the queens? She said, yeah, we do. We just received the delivery. I'm like, oh, I took it and I got it. Yay, me. Well, I have one at work, so I need one at home. You see the little things that makes you happy. $20 later, so happy. So if you want to shed the weight, I want you to take a goal that you can do and to make it in a time. So don't think, I'm going to starve myself and then I'm going to drop 1 kilo, 2 kilos a week. Nope. Go for the 850. Forget it. Go to 700 grams a week. Go to 100 grams per day. If you're going to say to yourself, I am now committing to burn 100 grams of fat per day. What's 100 grams? Well, this is 30 mil. We're going to do cards soon. How time flies. But that is it, let's say. This is probably 100 grams. That's all you need to burn. So sweat it out, walk it, jog it, depends what you do, Pilates it, yoga it, stretch it, eat less, drink more water, not wine. And if you do, just drink water with that. Do you understand? Make it achievable. I would like each and every one of us to see, to clean, try to avoid sugar, wheat, and dairy. You can still have a fruit, but try to avoid it. If you can avoid it, you're already winning, because it is like the white, what do they call it? The white poison, right? So What can work for you? How can you stay authentic to who you are and what you are, no matter what? And this is what it's about. It's about that authenticity. Okay? So what can make you authentic? Now, any questions so far? Thank you for supporting me on my mama. What can I say? When you lose someone that you love, it is very painful. If I bless my water, yes, I bless everything if I can. And I actually put crystals in my water. So I'm a reseller of the Zazen water. And I just here for all of us, because we're going to change a bit the energy. Looks like voodoo. No, it's not. It's good energy. So when I was teaching the meditation on Monday, and by the way, I've done a poll. Would you like me to create here a meditation class? And if so, like Monday is usually my day, would you like to do it during the day or during the evening? I'm happy to do a class. We can just sort the payment and stuff and do it online. And I'm happy to do it because some of you are from Narnagoon and all kind of places. So just if you can, go to the group and then fill up the poll if you want. The group is on Facebook and the poll was on Facebook. So the message that I got in the meditation was, the message that I got that was very clear is that this 555 was to clear the past. So there's 5 at the back. Think about it if that's us. There is 5 at the back. 5, that's the past. 5 at the front for the future. And 5 in the center for the now. So the 555 is like zoom. Those who are a bit ethnic, 5 is Khamsa, which is the protection and push away of the evil eye. So it is really a huge, for the Greeks, the Mati, it's a huge opportunity to shift all negativity from us. And it is balancing our body, our heart, and our soul. And the soul is actually located kind of at the back of the heart anyway. So it does make sense. And the soul is really timeless, but it definitely represents what we have done in the past. So as we are letting go and let God, what then happens to us? We are actually connecting to the creation right here, right now. When we are balancing the yin and the yang, it is right here, right now. We have darkness within us, don't we? Of course we do. Because where is it? What is in it? If I'll do this, it is dark there. You need a torch to look in. Does that make me negative? Not necessarily. It just makes it dark. Do you know that with the Chinese, the yin and the yang, the yin is actually black. The womb that we came, I don't remember that there were torches and lights. It was dark. So dark doesn't have to be negative. Dark is just unseen, unknown, but we don't always have to see it. We don't always have to be in full control. This is where we need to trust. So again, I am awakening is one remedy, and I am forgiveness is the other one. So don't attach yourself to the story anymore. Release it, let it go. Hasta la vista, shalom, salamat, and F off. Release it with love, and then allow it to be with bliss. Okay, any questions so far? It is time for the cards. Questions? No questions. Comments. I let it go. Let it go. What was it? The cold doesn't bother me anyway. It bothers me. I think half of the people here are kind of Mediterranean that likes the heat, right? All right, let me just tune the cards. We have here about 20 people. So let's do this. Okay, one for all of us. To try or to walk away? Is that your question? Well, 2 cards are coming. Empowerment. I'm now willing, ready, and able to empower myself and others. And purposeful. That probably will be that one for you, Suze. Yes, Sage the house. I'm now willing, ready, and able to act upon my true calling and my clear purpose. So this is very much into thrive. Are you ready to thrive? What does thrive looks for you? We have the beautiful chef here with us as well, and she is so talented. She just needs to stand there and cook. I have the baker there. She said, well, I love teaching classes, but hey, I just love cooking. And if you just love cooking, I love creating. My house is already getting ready for Mind, Body, Spirit. Oh, by the way, Mind, Body, Spirit, I'm going to have there my stand A45, but I'll speak about it. It's another 5 weeks. Renee, are you coming there? If you're still with us here. Okay, ready? Because if you are coming to Melbourne, Queen's birthday, which will be 12, 13, 14, 15 of June, you will definitely have to come and say hello. All right. Card. Adar. Inner beauty. Oh, we know that she has outer beauty. I am now willing, ready, and able to shine my light inside and out. Okay? But that's for everyone. Shine your light inside and out. Gal. Gal, Ochana, Gal, Ochana. Gal, heart center. Beck, I'll give you a quick one. Do you want? I'm now willing, ready, and able to connect myself and the world through my heart. That's it. And isn't it your goal there, right? Rebecca, are you exhausted, my love? My energy is vitalized. Say with me quickly. My energy is vitalized. I now choose to rest and replenish my mind, body, and soul. Whomever is exhausted, that's for you. Rebecca, say hi to Beck. The Rivka. Good. There you go. Those are the witch's card. I can't just do that. I'm meant to you too. Who wants to change? I now realize that change is important to my evolution. It is safe to change. It is safe to change, you see? Who else? Give me like a thumb so I can see. Awakening Earth Angel 111111. A card for you. I am a light worker. So you're a light worker. Say all with me, right? I'm a light worker. My body is in its perfect expression. Each of my cells and every strand of my DNA are now in ultimate vitality. Amen. Okay, then we have Dione. No, Dion. What Dione? Dion. Yasu. Dion, fulfilled. I am now willing, ready, and able to live in my fullest expression of myself, but for no one. Choosing to move, trusting. I choose to move forward in my life, and I'm now willing, ready, and able to fly high. That's it. You guys are ready there. 007. Security. I am now secure on all levels and dimensions. Those are the best gifts as well, by the way. Don't you want to get a deck for yourself? Stephanie. Did I miss anyone else? Stephanie, that is for you. Restoring. This is time to restore the energy. I now restore every cell in my body to full vitality. So that is awesome. And remember, because I read it to you all in the group, you're welcome. You are all shifting the energy. Okay, Angela. Strengthening. Beautiful. Strengthening and free. Remember what I said before? Too much stuff happening for you. The war is over. And I am now free. The war is over and I am now free. And that is shifting and moving. Lynn, that is for you. Overwhelmed, yet expressive. So I'm now willing, ready, and able to listen and being heard. To listen and being heard. There you go. Nat, how appropriate, Lynn. Nat, you have the universal love. I now feel universal love in every cell of my body. And this is where you need to shift it. It is not just for this, it is for everything. Does that make sense? Francis, card. Brave and reconnect to life. Cassie, you have to do one too. I'm going to do for you later. Brave and reconnect to life. I am now willing, ready, and able to step out of my comfort zone, Miss Francis. It is safe for me to reconnect to life. Especially from far, far, Noon, Gun, June. Wherever you live, they're far, far away. Not sure if Casey is with us still. Casey. Cassie. I'm sorry, I'm with my names are gone. Cassie, self-love. Everyone can say that. I'm now willing, ready, and able to express my self-love at any given moment. By the way, if you need any dog keeper, housekeeper, dog keeper, I have some amazing recommendation. Claire. Hello, Claire. Nice to meet you. Ultimate love. Do you know the song of Phil Collins? When I'm feeling blue, all I want to do. That song, I had it with me the whole day. Kind of groovy, kind of love. You're welcome. Ultimate love. I am now willing, ready, and able to create new pathways of love, joy, and happiness. Claire, you ready for that? Awesome. Judy. Judy, are you furious? Are you upset? Do you know, affirmation says, I now understand that anger hurts me. I now choose to let it go and replace it with love. So do you know that 3 minutes of anger can debilitate your immune system for 8 hours? I'll repeat. 3 minutes of anger can debilitate your immune system for 8 hours. No good. So Judy, I'm going to give you another card. Rejection and accepted. So when you're feeling rejected, you actually need to accept yourself. I have this remedy here, I am acceptance, and it's for all abandonment and rejection, right? So I am now willing, ready, and able to accept myself. And this is your cue, to accept yourself. Okay? Who else wants? Baxter. Miss Hawking. Refresh. This is time to refresh. Every cell in my body feels refreshed and energized right here, right now. Every cell in my body feels refreshed and energized right here, right now. This is what we need. David, if you're here with us, integration. You are integrating all the massive downloads that you had through all of last week. I now choose to live my integrated life to its fullest expression. Okay? That is again goes for everyone. Jasmine, of course for you. Just have to remind you, there's just so much going on here. Okay? Jasmine, have you been frustrated a little bit? You're welcome, Baxter. I now choose to see the big picture and release and transform my frustrations into love. I now choose to see the big picture and release my frustration into love. And that is where you are shifting the energy. All right, let me see if there's anyone else. Elizabeth, hi to you. We have never met, but here's a card for you. Let's see what it is. Oops. What did I speak about before? Being courageous to actually shift the energy. I am now willing, ready, and able to be free of my fear. Elizabeth, if you want, you can just watch it. I was explaining all about that courage and fear and shifting the energy. So this is part of this. If you've been feeling all this energy before, you're all very welcome. I'm now willing, ready, and able to be free of my fear. We want to be free of all potential fears that are coming through. Judy, send me a message in private and I'll tell you about the beautiful dog, job keeper, not dog keeper. So if someone goes away, there's a very reliable person that can take care of your dog. This is Deza, joined us here all the way from Karamfranga or wherever she is there in the other side of the wilderness. A card for you. You're feeling a little bit melancholic, a little bit sad. Well, I now choose to lift my sadness and fill myself with joy. And I'm gonna give that another card. I don't really like to see those sad cards. You're welcome. You're welcome, Elizabeth. You see, that's one person that can call me Shaza, even though I'm not really a Shaza. We've established the queen, right? But Deza can call me Shaza. Burdened, I now let go of the heavy burden. I feel light and free. You see, the beauty of these cards is that even when we are in survive and even when it's so hard, I've downloaded all these affirmations to make you feel really happy and to shift it into something else. Okay, I think I've hit here a whole part of that survive mode. Di, please send me a message in private. We can check how you are. Who has been hard on themselves? Stop being hard on yourself. This is when you exhaust your body and you're feeling inadequate and not good enough. Enough. I am now willing, ready, and able to explore my personality in a loving way. Love yourself. Accept it. Okay, we all made a mistake. Many mistakes. This is how you learn. What, do you want to tell me that Ian Thorpe jumped into the swimming pool and got the Olympics straight away? Kathy Freeman? I don't think so. For those of you who are a little bit older, Carl Lewis, do you remember him? Yes, Jasmine, transform all your frustration into love. So, again, this card that demands a song. Back to life, back to reality. No, we're not going to do it. I am now safe and back to life. And this is what it's about. It's about being safe, feeling safe to go back to life. All right, my beautifuls. Did I miss anyone? Do you have any questions? If I haven't read it, just say me, and I'll do it. Tell me if I haven't. I think I didn't skip anyone. However do you want me? However do you need me? Anyone? I think I've done it all. Let me just do another general card. Happiness, 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 happiness. I am now, all say with me, I am now willing, ready, and able to have happiness in my life. I am happiness. And this week, all these cards, all the products are 10% off. Instead of the 44, it's 40. Let me take some drops for all of us. I'm taking I Am Awakening. That's for you. And I Am Awakening is about enhancing your feeling of clarity, serenity, and awareness. And that literally opens, when I designed it to open your third eye. Let's shift that. And then I am forgiving. And forgiving assists in the ability to love starts with forgiveness. Surface and let go of all your emotional pain and hurt to be able to love again. One for me and for you. Sending you all the energy. Feel it, feel it, feel it, feel it. Okay. Final Palo Santo. I'm just cautious of the time. I don't want you to feel obliged to stay. So I'll just wrap it up. And please, if you're in the Facebook group, just here, I'll do love heart. Love heart, love heart, love heart. Just tell me, fill up the poll if you want evening meditation or morning meditation. If you want to do it via here, I can just zoom it, whatever needed. So simple. Let me know. All right. Any questions, everyone? Remember to nurture yourself. Nurture yourself. I now nurture myself and others with love. Okay? So this is about the nurturing, the love, and the ability to connect to everything. Beautifuls, I'm going to wish you a beautiful week ahead. Would love to see you next week. I'm actually going to be at the birthday party of a dear friend. So I'm going to take my computer and do it from downstairs. You're coming in my top priority. Okay? Do you have any questions or anything? I'm here for you. I'm here to support you and to enjoy who you are, what you are. The cards, the remedies, myself, all big love and big hug. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you have anything to say. You're welcome to connect with me. Send me a message. I'm only a message away or a phone call away. It is all good. Okay, beautifuls. So I will finish it now. Lots of love. You can see it as well on my YouTube channel, The Soul Alchemist. You're welcome to become subscribers. And that's it. Lots of love. You're all welcome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Bye for now. Bye-bye.